Welcome back. Well, let's look at the global markets. The SGX Nifty is up about 21 points compared to yesterday's close. And if you look at the Asian markets, they're also quite okay. Now, when we closed, the Dow futures were up about 250 points. We ended with about 300-point gains on the Dow Jones. So pretty much in line. Ashwani, Sudarshan and Mitesh now joining us. Good morning. Ashwani, so, gap ups and gap downs haven't had follow through, but today we are going to start flat. So what would be your index call then?
Well, good morning, and I don't think how much it is worthwhile now to see global cues because we don't respond up or down. My sense is that possibly a sideways market could start to trend. For that to happen, there has to be a precondition that if on an intraday basis we come down, we should try to hold this 11,280-300 band, which is pivot for the day. That would indicate that maybe there is life beyond 340. But otherwise, as of today, you are still ranging between 11,230-250 and 11,350-370. Don't chase because the options will not give you value in chasing. You have to buy from a some sort of intraday collapse. If you have to make money on the options market, plus on the futures, it's plus minus 30 points. Either you go down 30 points or you go up 30 points. Even if we expand, I don't think 150 point expansions are there on the upside. Banks are positive. Reliance needs to move. Otherwise, the large indices are unlikely to move too much beyond 11,350.
Yeah.
In this range that you put in front of us, say 11,230, 250 to 11,375 thereabouts, is the break more likely upside or downside? I get your point that now you're expecting a ranging market, but what are the bets?
If S&P 500 is going higher, there is no way we will start going lower. We may be slow off the blocks, we may limp along, but finally everybody goes where S&P 500 goes. So there is no question on that. Just on a tactical trading tactic basis, every day we are unable to give follow through post a gap up. So the right way to play it is to wait for those intraday dips and then get into the market. But direction, nobody should have any doubt on.
Okay, fair point. Sudarshan, good morning. Now, yesterday your advice was to close the long positions and perhaps take a short. So what would be the view now? Would that short trade be on now, or is there a different trade?
Yeah, good morning, Anuj. No, the short trade is not on. The idea was to take a short if 10,300 as a resistance holds. And that resistance was overcome sometime during midday itself. So even if somebody took it, there was no need to carry that position. Now, it's a little surprising the behavior of the SGX because the world markets, US markets, everything is rolling and all of it is risk on. It is now possible to think that perhaps we will start trending during the day rather than have a gap up. The trade is to be on the long side of the market. We are still at or above 11,300 and give or take a few points. But we don't want to simply jump in. So there is a matter of tactics involved. Even in the long position, wait patiently for the first 15 minutes. If you see the market take out the highs of the first 15 minutes, that is the first sign that momentum is now increasing on the upside. So rather than look at levels, let the market push us into a long position. The trade should be to go long, but not at any particular level. We should simply go long when market momentum tells us, okay, now I'm making higher highs for the day. There is a level also which is significant. That is about 11,240. That should not be breached because that confirms a bearish head and shoulder if the Nifty falls down. I don't think that's going to happen. But traders should simply keep that level in mind and be long.
Got that, Sudarshan. Now, Mitesh, good morning to you. Your index trades today?
Good morning, Lata. See, yesterday I talked about the fact that 11,230-250 will be support area, and on the upside 11,350 is the immediate supply point. In fact, yesterday as we opened gap down, we were still holding long positions, which we were able to exit close to about 11,320 yesterday. So I think on the upper side, the indicator setup is slightly on the negative. It's kind of losing momentum. So we are dropping out of long positions unless until we start getting past 11,360 again. So a trade could be, if you get past 11,360 on the upside, buy. Otherwise, if yesterday's low and that zone of 11,240 to 11,230 to about 250 breaks, then I think we'll possibly even explore shorting it out. So for the time being, we're in a no trade zone, but mildly the setup is getting weaker, which has got me worried. So we've kind of exited long and waiting for a breakout to re-enter again.
Okay, let's talk about stocks then. Mitesh, good morning. What are you buying and selling?
Yeah, Anuj, still more buy calls. I have in fact 3 buy calls. The first one is a buy on HCL Tech, which I would recommend buying with a stop at 704 for targets of 740. IGL, I think after a good decline is reversing, so keep a very tight stop at 392, look for targets of around 408, 410. And SBI is a buy. I think that's a good price and volume action yesterday. That could see follow through, so buy with a stop at 198, targets of 210 here. And the solitary sell call is on IOC. Keep a stop at 87.25, look for targets close to about 82 here.
Okay. Ashwini, your stock choices?
Yeah, Hero Moto is a buy with a stop of 27.50, target of 28.20. Tech Mahindra is a buy with a stop of 686, target of 710. Tata Motors is a buy with a stop of 120, target of 134. Adani Port is a buy with a stop of 335, target of 352. And SBI is a buy with a stop of 199, target of 210.
Okay, that's SBI. Sudarshan, you have a standard template of 3 buys and 1 sell.
Well, it's becoming a standard. Yes. Asian Paints is a buying opportunity. The stock had a very big range upside breakout 3-4 days ago, and then it went into a hurdle. That's a normal process. You have a big breakout, then a consolidation. I would expect if the Nifty starts moving up, Asian Paints should be an outperformer. So that's a buying opportunity. Bharat Forge is a buy. Yesterday it had a very big rally midday, and then it is consolidating. We should see follow through in that stock because it is also breaking out of significant support levels for many days now, one by one. That's a buying opportunity. And Bajaj Auto, which is a buy on dips opportunity, there was no breakout. There was a significant correction. That correction may be over. This is a chance. If we are right, then we are buying at a dip. I also have HDFC Life as a short sell. Yesterday I had SBI Life. So life insurance companies are giving a message that they are willing to go through a mild correction. Keep it always intraday, the shorts.
Okay, got that. Yes, Bharat Forge, ever since I think last 3 weeks when the news about what truck orders came, the negative news, after that it's just gone one way, that stock. Okay, we're going to discuss lots more stocks. Gentlemen, do stay on. We'll take a quick break and be back. We'll have pre-opening rates. We'll have another interesting company joining us and more guests.
Co-powered by Vijay